The number of people arrested trying to cross the U.S.-Mexico border topped 50,000 in March and April. Biggest total since President Trump took office. Judd is with us. He's the president of the National Border Patrol Council. That's quite a spike. 50,000 April, 50,000 May. What's going on? Why?
It's a huge spike, especially when you go back and you look at our low water mark in April of 2017. But the reason is it's the same thing that we go back under the Obama administration. If you break our laws and there is no consequence to breaking those laws, people are going to continue to break those laws. And that's what's happening. The catch and release program, from a judicial standpoint, continues to happen. And if people come over here and they know that they're not going to get sent back to their country of origin, they're going to continue to come.
Well, Brandon, when you said from a judicial standpoint, what does that mean? I mean, if you step foot in the country illegally, what happens to you?
So when somebody crosses the border illegally, we take them into custody. Now, there's several things that we can do. We can process them for deportation, and if we have the bed space, we can hold them until a judge determines that they're deported. Or if they ask for asylum, then a judge can say, okay, you meet that credible fear threshold initially. We're going to let you go until you have a court appearance, which is 2 years down the road. And so what we've seen is the mass influx of these individuals coming across the border. They're asking for asylum, and then the judges are letting them go. But make no mistake, there are certain things that the agency can do, and when we hear that President Trump is upset about this, you can understand why he would be upset. By himself, single-handedly, he set that low water mark in April of 2017. He expected his surrogates to then step in and enact his vision, which frankly just hasn't been done as of yet.
Can you straighten me out? We say that border crossings topped 50,000 in April and 50,000 in May. Is that 50,000 people apprehended at the border, or your extrapolation of how many you think came across the border in April and May?
No, I wish it was just 50,000 that came across the border in April and May. That's how many people we actually arrested and took into custody. Now, you got to remember, there's two separate areas. They can come through the port of entry, or they can come between the ports of entry, which is what I deal with. And the vast majority of those individuals, 40,000, almost 41,000, came between the ports of entry, which then forced me to deploy my resources. And the scary thing about that is if you've determined that you need 5 people to control 1 linear mile of border, and 100 people come across, and it takes my 5 people out of the field, then you created a hole or an opening to where these criminal cartels can cross their more high-dollar products, such as opioids, other illegal narcotics, or even persons from countries of special interest. And so it's a scary situation that we're facing on the border today.
One real fast, Brandon. The military is on the border, National Guard. Are they helping?
They are. We're hoping to see them in more places that it's going to help us more, that's going to free up more of our resources. But yeah, they're always going to be.
What you really want is a wall, isn't it? I know what you're thinking. All right.
We do.
Brandon, thanks for joining us as always. We appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.